Good day to all. Good day to all. This is an urchin of our humanity. This is Wednesday Lives, video 100 in my YouTube catalog. I've had a couple that have been took down, but this is officially, numbers wise, video 100. So thank you to everybody who has shown any support, liked, thumbs up, shared it, whatever you've done. Thank you. But this is another one of those Wednesday Live things. And this is a special Wednesday Live. This is the New Year's Resolution 2026 version. So, I just want to, it's such an amazing and interesting opportunity we get once a year to hit this mark. And this mark that we're hitting is it's a special thing on the calendar. I'm one that doesn't really care much about days and dates so much, and the time, and things that kind of lock us into societal norms. A lot of times I really try to think and live outside of that as much as possible. But at the same time, this is an amazing time to be able to say this year, or, I haven't done that since a year ago or whatever. And it's just a clean marker to establish. And so anyway, this is New Year's Eve 2025, my last Wednesday of this year, my last live, very possibly my last video upload from this year. And, just thank you guys for taking this ride with me. I don't know fully where we're going, but we're going up from here. And like one of my best friends on earth told me earlier, man, he was looking at one of my posts on social and he said, man, I had to talk to you before you hit beast mode for 2026. Well, it's time. It's time to do these things. It's time to get active. It's time to get active. It's time to do these things and not talk about these things. So anyway, on this version, what I'm here to talk to you guys about is my New Year's resolutions. Now, I'm going to talk to you about some of the motivation behind them, but I have a pretty extensive list and I signed it. Okay. And these are for the most part kind of bullet point setup, but I'm going to do my best to run through this and give you where my mind is at. I believe I have 15. 15. So bear with me on this one. I'm always thinking about not letting my videos run too long. And I've had other people tell me they be going too short. You need to run them longer. So I don't know what this one's going to do, but I'm going to do it. Okay. And just remember, with your channel, with your time, with your attention span, you do what you see fit with, and make sure you represent you with things that you do. Okay. With that said, my first bullet point is stretching twice a day around bedtime. So with that, I mean before bedtime and after bedtime. So I'm just going to take this off just for attention reasons. Okay. So basically, this first one is about stretching before I go to bed and stretching in the morning when I get out of the bed. That's the basis of it. My next one is my multivitamin or my vitamins daily. People have different theories or different reasons why they do stuff, why they do things the way they do them. And I don't think a lot of people put much energy into why do I do it that way, or why do I do it at this time, or why do I do it at this pattern. Well, I've thought about it quite a bit. And from everything I know, common sense wise, our bodies do all their building and rejuvenating and absorbing of excess nutrients and then the fundamental stuff that we're supposed to have in us. It happens during our sleep phase. So with that in mind, it sounds to me like it makes more sense to take a multivitamin before bed and let your body, while it's actually rejuvenating and building itself, do that. So not only am I going to be doing my vitamins daily, but that's going to be part of my evening ritual, not my morning ritual. My next bullet point is just water, 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 simply. Okay. Um, the diet, I'm going to talk more about my diet situation as I go a little further down the list, but water and more of it, percentage wise, in the amount of liquid that I intake in a day, I need more water. I'm going to be much more purposeful and accountable for the amount of water that I'm drinking in the course of a day. Okay. Next is, okay. I almost want to save this one for later, but I'm going to just get this in. Okay. Say less to the people around me and say more to my pod. Okay. A big part of what I'm doing and going to experiment with in 2026 is knowing my value and understanding my worth. A great part of that is not explaining myself to people that don't deserve my attention span and my time. I'm going to be, for once, I've been playing with it the last maybe 6 months of the year, and it's been working outstanding. But I'm going to implement this as a 24-hour, this is how I'm living, this is what life is about situation. Um, the people that I don't talk to, don't worry about it. It'll be the exact same. The people that only deal with me on the podcast, you'll probably hear me speaking and talking more, because as I'm wasting less of myself to people who aren't worthy of me, I'll have more of me to give to the people who are. So that's the gist behind that. My next one is, it says 75% poultry, which is chicken, fish, and turkey, and versus red meat. I'm definitely making a conscious effort to cut red meat out and down in my life. Um, I don't beef. I don't beef with it. I had a burger today. In fact, I had a double cheeseburger. It's going to fit inside what my diet routine is going forward. The discipline in my diet comes later in the day, and I'll speak to more to that later. But now the next one is something that I literally just gave this advice to my brother who I was just eating with. We're sitting there eating, and all of a sudden he starts kind of choking a little bit. And, as he's trying to work through it, he's still trying to put more stuff in his mouth and drink milk. And I'm sitting here going like, dude, just stop. Like, be still, bro. Like, you think you're going to, I don't know. It was just some weird stuff. But my next one is eat slowly and consciously. I need to be in tune with what I'm eating and why I'm eating it and what that actually means. I want to make sure that I'm not an emotional eater. I want to make sure that I'm truly fueling my body for what I'm trying to do and live a long, healthy, standing life. My next one is increase moment awareness. Now, let me explain this to you. Moment awareness for me is like, I'll be sitting out talking with some people. We're just sitting out chilling, talking, and then all of a sudden my mind just goes to the clouds and how it's going to set up for a sunset, and taking a picture of it and taking a mental note and making sure I go out in 15 minutes to see what the sun. I am the best version of me when I'm extremely moment aware. That's when I feel at peace, at home, at rest, at relaxation. I feel like I'm actually restoring and not just wasting or withering away. Personally, that's an important one for me. My next one is MAD, which is meals a day. And I'm I'm out of the 3 meal a day mindset. And of course, if you're trying to be a bodybuilder or something like that, there's definitely reasons why you might eat 5 or 6 smaller meals through the course of a day because of how vigorous your workout regimen might be. But I'm going to start at 2 and then work my way to 1. And then quite a few days in this year, 0, fasting completely, 24 hours plus, probably 36 or more hours. This is something I'm working on. It's for more than just weight, and it's for more than just weight loss. That will be possibly a result of it. Of course, being active and exercising is going to be a big part of that, just being active. But this is really about intermittent fasting and picking a window of when I'm eating and a bigger window when I'm not eating, and the health reasons that come from that on a cellular level, all the way to respiratory, you name it, all the way through. And definitely, um, and watching the time when I'm eating. So let me go to my next one. Okay. Move the window from 8 to 1 and then to none. Okay. So what that means is my eating window is what I'm talking about. I might allow myself to have an 8-hour window, but I really feel like I'm going to start at the 6-hour window mark. Um, and then work it down from there. And then once it gets within 3 hours to down to 2 hours or so, you're basically at one meal a day. And that is how I'm going to go about this plan of eating over this next year, 2026, and going forward. I'm trying my best to not implement extreme things or like, oh, I'm going to do this for 2 months until this goal gets accomplished. Everything I'm speaking about are things that I want to continue to incorporate into my life on a consistent basis. That's what this is about for me this year, not big old over the cliff goals that once I get to this, then I can get back to, and then try to figure out, no, I'm going to make adjustments that I continue to keep that discipline in my life. That is the goal. That is what this is about. My next one is no eating after 6 p.m. Now, this is just to give a little explanation to it, is to it's really about thinking about a 10 p.m. bedtime, which I am not necessarily. I'm not a person that goes to bed at 10, but I'm not going to say, oh, today I'm going to bed at 12 or midnight, so I'm eating till 8. No. 6 is going to be my mark. That's going to be the latest I can eat, regardless. And I'm not going to probably go to bed before 10 o'clock. So that's why I'm using 10 as that reference point. And then with 6 hours, that would be roughly till noon. So from noon to 6 p.m. being able to eat. I might have that maybe like 5 p.m. So I could go from maybe 11 to 5 or whatever, but I'll figure it out as I go. But I also want it to continue to make sense, not only in the winter time when the days are short and the nights are longer, but also in summertime when it's not getting dark until 8:30. I still want what I do and how I implement it to make sense at that point as well. Okay, next bullet point, weigh-in Wednesdays. Now, I started a group called Weigh-In Wednesdays. I started it quite a while ago. I tried to bring the people that I really wanted to bring into it. And the whole group was about being positive, putting ideas out, um, um, helping people with information that are trying to get goals accomplished in their world, weight wise, health wise, stuff like that. Everything positive, uplifting, encouraging. That's it. But the kick to it is once a week, you have to put in your weight, and not only the weight you are today, the weight you were last week, and your goal weight. So by doing those three things, you continue to put in the number that really matters to you. I haven't done it myself enough to say anything, but I'm going to start it again in 2026, and I'm going to stay consistent with it. And people that want to join, feel free to join that ride with me. Okay, they're going to start getting a little personal right now, but I'm going to tell you guys what it is because this is my channel. And I pretty much do what I want to do here or say what I need to say here, okay? The next one, my next bullet point is sleeping naked. Yeah, that's about the bed in the bedroom. And it's not about a lot of stuff. It's about the quality of fabrics. It's about good sheets. We can talk about this. I got a fabric guru, but modal and bamboo sheets and things like that. But this is about so many things health-wise. This is not about some freaky stuff. This is about really great health. And there's studies about not only what you sleep in or not in, but also the darkness of the room. I've been very aware of sleeping in the dark for multiple years, so I don't have that implemented on here. But believe me, sleeping in the dark is very important. Anything that when you turn it off, it still has a light or something that warns you or lets you know it's on, a standby. Sometimes even on your television, there might be a standby light, but in the settings, you can put in there for the light not to be on when the power's off and stuff like that. So just be aware of it. They also still sell black stickers that you can put over things just to block the indicator light and stuff like that. I use black blinds. I have blackout curtains. I'm very aware of light and dark and when I'm exposed to it and when I'm not. Next one, oral care. A lot of this is going to mark in with because of the 6 p.m. stopping eating. And at that time, this is kind of a backbone to that, where I want to make sure that after I do that at 6 p.m., in the next hour or whatever, I am doing my full oral care for the overnight, meaning rinsing my mouth with mouthwash, using my water pick, everything that I need to do to take full advantage of my oral care and the time I can spend with my mouth clean and bacteria free. So if I stop eating at 6 p.m. and I'm not going to be eating the next day until noon, that means I literally have 18 hours of a clean mouth without anything but water coming into it. So it wouldn't make sense to stop eating at 6, keep my mouth yucky, go to bed, and then wake up in the morning and brush my teeth, and then in a couple of hours then eat. If that makes sense for you guys. If it doesn't, it makes great sense to me, but I hope I'm giving some breakthroughs and something that you're going, oh, no shit. But if not, this is what I'm on, okay? Not last. This was last before I talked to my brother William, before I jumped into this live, but I added one just because of talking to one of my best buds in the world. But before that is Mirror Mirror. Now, I can't speak to other people or what your issues are, what you deal with, but I'm I'm not going to show the bottle fully, but about to have a drink. We're going to have a toast I might have a second one. I'm going to start with this one. Okay. This is to friends. This is to family. This is to people that are friends that deserve to be family, and family that deserves to be less than friends. 2026. But anyway, that's the next one. Let's start with Mirror Mirror. So in Mirror Mirror, what I'm reflecting to, or what I'm speaking to, is myself spending more time in the mirror. I'm a very low maintenance guy, almost to a fault. I do not care about shaving a lot of the times. I do it on Wednesday before I get on camera in my podcast. I give that credit to the podcast. I give the credit to me being accountable to something that I'm doing weekly that I care about enough to do those things. And a lot of times I don't. I just want to spend more time in the mirror, not to become anal, not to become a person that's all about yitty, whatever, but I have lots of good soaps, good oils, good colognes, good smells, you name it. I mean, stuff for oral care, hair care, nighttime cream, you name it. Good sheets. I do not play with this stuff, but I am so low maintenance that I barely would even look in the mirror in the course of a day. And this one speaks to me because I know that one of the things I need to do to be the man I want to be and better for myself is to spend more time in the mirror. Like I said, not being anal about it, but truly because I deserve the best care. And I have to give that to me. I can't expect that to come from somewhere else. It has to come from me for me. Last is the one I added for my brother Will. And, I'm just going to keep it real square with you guys that if there's a person that don't give a damn what other people think, I'm probably about as close to that as they get. But the reason I have cared isn't because I give a damn about what these people have to say or think. It's because they've been camouflaged in my life as something that they don't deserve to be. So this last one is about fuck a title. Really, it's about that. I know some people are very sensitive when it comes to certain subjects, certain titles. Boss, friend, day one, we came from the sandbox, best friend, lover, fiance, whatever, husband, wife, whatever those titles are. But when people get these titles, they also get when you give people these titles, they get to take advantage of the way you feel about those titles. Not the way you see them, but the way you see that title. And I'm just telling you that a lot of people don't deserve the title that they have in your life. And the access that gives them. They'll misuse it and misuse you, but you're actually misusing yourself by giving them a title they don't fucking deserve. So my last bullet point is friendship to family and family to associates. And like I like to say, a hit dog will holler. So if that shit fits, take it how you want to take it. But I plan on being much more efficient and much more based with my family. I don't know if I said this when I was going over my other bullet point, weigh-in Wednesday, but in addition to that, I weighed myself today, and I'm going to start with my first official weight, starting with 2025, which is today, because in a few hours, this won't be possible anymore. It's going to already be 2026. And my weight is 247 pounds and 35.5% body fat. My goal weight, where I'm trying to get to, is 199.9. I just want to see 100 and something on the scale. And for me and the type of life I live, the type of hobbies I do, lower body weight is going to be very powerful in my world of being a surfer, a hiker, a bike rider, all the things I do. I don't need to do it at 240, 50. I don't need to do that. I can do it very easily. I'm a person that naturally wants to get big. Like if I just kind of like let myself go and do my thing, I will get up to 260, 270. It will happen. I'm a big dude like that. But I want to be a smaller guy. And I want to be very purposeful with that. And I want to be very accountable to that. So with that, I'm just going to leave this one here. This is my 100th video, you guys. Video 100 on the channel Nurturing of Our Humanity. I'm going to have a third shot. Then I'm going to go outside and finish my freaking joint. But until then, until next year, you guys, this is to you. This is to us. This is to never being ignorant and getting goals accomplished. 2026. And with that, you guys, I'm signing off. Okay? You guys have a wonderful, safe night. And I hope that you get all your goals accomplished. Everything that you want to see done. Please take the time and don't let yourself down. Don't let yourself down. Be who you say you are. You got this. All right. With that, I'm out.